Yes, lads, welcome to episode 30 of the Under-23 Sorare Road to Glory. If you're new to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. And if you do enjoy the video, please always give it a like. It does really mean a lot to me. Now, we had a big weekend last weekend, which we'll definitely go through right at the start of this video. Have a look at this. 392 points in Cap 240 Limited. We're beginning to get really good at Cap 240 now. I think that's two new middle thresholds, like the two $8 or the two £6.29s, if we're talking Great British Pounds. Tier 3 to go with it as well, which I'll put on screen right now, who we ended up winning from the rewards opening on Tuesday. German defender. Is that... Ooh, Timo Becker. I've heard of him. I don't know what to say. Like, we're just flying in Cap 240. Another card reward. We've actually used two rewards in Jasper Darland and Silver to win us another reward, which is always fun. Using rewards to win more rewards, compounding those cards. Andrade with 106 for us. He did have, I think he had like 96 points flat before the Octa adjustment, which we all know Austria is renowned for doing. Kampelat with 80 points. Pendixspor finally won a game. Darlin with a half-decent score. Cham with 2 goals. He scored 92 points. I don't know where that came from, but we managed to catch it on that game week. And then Xander Silva was last to play. 6.7 AA, 2 shots on target, attempted assists, but no decisive from him. If we did get a decisive from him, we would have been top 120. We probably would have hit a tier 2, but it wasn't to be. And that's fine because we'll take our wins accordingly. 270 though. This was really disappointing because everyone absolutely smashed, bar Pasalic, Zidane clean sheet, El Karauni 93 points, Jorgen Larsson with a goal. I think he got a few BCMs. Yeah, 3 BCMs in the end. And Clerk was last to play, and I really thought, you know, at home against Mirandes, I really thought he would have completely smashed again after his last 2 games with, you know, with hundreds for us. And yeah, we were 6.5 points away from a tier 5, 11 points away from a tier 4, and 20 points away from a tier 3. It would have been amazing to get 2 card rewards and the ETH this weekend, but it wasn't to be. And then under 23 limited, Campos didn't play. I'm not too sure what went on here. I kind of knew he wouldn't play this upcoming game week because he's normally away with the Spain under 23 side. But yeah, he DMP'd this weekend. They actually got a clean sheet, which is really annoying. But yeah, Griffin Yao, Madsen, Brennan. Brennan missed a big chance, I think, or maybe even 2. Yeah, 2 big chances missed. He's in my bad books. And then obviously Jasper Darland again with a decent score. But honestly, that is a successful weekend, lads, for us. Like, hitting the threshold, winning a tier 3. It doesn't really get much better, I don't think. And so our tier 3, Timo Becker, defender from the Bundesliga 2. Have a look at these scores for a tier 3. I'm honestly over the moon with these, to be honest. I think he goes for like, yeah, new cards going for just under £2, or he auctioned yesterday for £2.72. I think we're going to keep him, you know, until the end of the season, and obviously give him away to one of you guys. But I am looking to sell off my silver card, which, you know, we discussed. I asked you guys in the last episode, what do you think I should do? And most of you said basically try and sell him, you know, for this upcoming MLS Special Weekly. I'm not going to be able to use him in that competition, so I might as well get rid of him basically and kind of get a decent amount for him. I just see there he's just auctioned 8 minutes ago for £13. Mine's up for £13, so hopefully we can sell him today and bank some of that ETH or cash for the balance, which is looking pretty healthy now. We're at £26 after adding this most recent threshold win in game week 459. Like I said, we've hit the new threshold twice. We hit the old threshold 4 times. Total of just under £29, which is pretty good. If we add the silver money into that, if we do sell him for £13, that'll be just under £40 in our balance, which is, again, like 40% of what we started this series with. We started it with £100, and we still have all our cards, which, of course, will be given away to you guys at the end of this European season in the next, like, what, 10 weeks or so, basically, which will be fun. And I'll be giving them away, you know, randomly, basically. We'll do like a live stream where I just give the whole sort of Road to Glory away to you guys. It'll be like a, you know, a raffle type of thing, and we'll just give them all away. And then, yeah, we will start the Road to Glory for next season's European season, probably with the balance that we're building up right now through, you know, selling a few bits, like selling the silver, etc., and kind of starting again from fresh. For the new European season. So that's a little bit of information on that. If we go over to Play Sharper then, lads, for this upcoming weekend, it is basically a Spanish second division weekend. Like, there's not many fixtures at all this weekend, and luckily for us, we do have quite a few players that are in the Spanish second division and, you know, should have good games this weekend. Starting with Carlos Martin, 90% on to play Really nice expected score at home to Real Zaragoza. We've got Clerc at 90%. Unfortunately, Campos is away with the Spanish national side, which is annoying. So we only have one goalkeeper, which we'll get into, and that is Zidane, which we can see down here. 95% on, away to Valladolid. Pretty tough game, actually. Ivan Heel's at 80%. Monchu's in there at 90%. We've got Brooklyn Reigns, who plays away to the Rapids. He's only 20%. Xander Silva's at 90%, but like we said, we are trying to sell him. Jack Mayer's in there at 80%. Duhara's at 0%, which is not ideal. And that is the extent of our players this weekend. We literally have like 9 playing players. So it's going to be a really, really condensed weekend for Sorare. Like, we're on international break, but the Spanish second division don't care about international break. They play through that. And yeah, we've got a few sort of things we need to iron out before we decide on, where we're going to play our players. Because if we go over to the lineup builder, as you can see, we do have, one playing goalkeeper. We have one playing defense. Well, 2, you could argue Jack probably plays as well. So 1.5, defenders, but Clerc definitely nailed on. We've got Monchu, Ivan Heel as our midfielders. And we've got Carlos Martin and Silva, but like we've obviously said, we're going to try and get rid of him. So basically, it's just Carlos Martin. If I did throw him into 270, so this is kind of the dilemma that I'll show you. So we'll throw him into 270, Clerc in defense, Monchu in midfield, and then Ivan Heel as the extra player. That is 269 points on the dot. So just under the 270 points mark. We'd probably go in and captain Clerc, I think. Gives us a 77 lineup strength score, which is pretty decent. As I mentioned, all these cards play in Spanish second division. So I could go in and play second division Europe because that's open this weekend. It'd be the same team. And it's interesting to see that on paper, or on Sorare data, I guess, this team is stronger in Spanish second division compared to 270, and that's because in 270 you're going to be playing against any other fixture outside of the Spanish second division. You're going to have the international games. I think Australia play again against Lebanon. We can go into the fixtures right now. If we go game week games, move over to this game week, go into matchups. As you can see, we have MLS this weekend. We have a bit of Chile. I think we have a bit of Colombia as well. A little bit of Liga MX thrown in there. We've got Spanish second division, like Valladolid in there, and that's kind of it outside of the international games, which are South Korea play, Thailand, Japan, Australia, and China. So if we do play 270, we are going to be in the mix with those type of cards, which on their given days can sort of hit really, really big scores. And so could it be a situation where we avoid all that and just go into second division Europe? Don't get me wrong, there is going to probably be better lineups than what we have, but ultimately if we go into Sorare and we have a little look at the prize pool, we go into game week 460, I believe, or 461. So for Cap 270 limited, there's just over 2,100 users in there right now, and they're fighting for 770 rewards. Of course, in 270 you can win rare cards as well. If we go over to second division Europe, there's 430 cards there. No rares, of course. Paying down, to tier 5 star rares for the first 7 places. £230 as well on the podium for first place. Of course, in 270, there's no, cash given out. And there's only Spanish second divisions to worry about here. There's 11 fixtures. Obviously, we have players playing in 5 of those. And how many are in there? So there's 1,222 users so far in there. So it's an interesting one because, we're not going to have the best of lineups in Spanish second division. Like an 80 lineup strength score it's not bad. Like, it's definitely not bad. It's one of the best we've probably seen on the channel so far and on the series. So I am quite tempted to throw it into Spanish second division over 270. We could, of course, play it in All-Star Limited as well, but I think we'd be even weaker there again. But let me know in the comment section, would you go for second division Europe or would you go for Cap 270? Let me know in the comment section. I'm really intrigued to see your thought processes and why you'd go where, basically. But we are going to throw it into second division for now. We're going to go into Sorare. We're going to click register. And let's throw some teams in. Right, not sure what's going on with Sorare right now. There looks like a bug or something, so I can't actually input the team. But that's fine. We know the team we're going to play. Let me know what you think, lads. Let me know in the comment section. Would you go for 270 or second div Europe? I hope you've enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. And I shall see you guys in the next episode.